Hello, hola, bienvenidos. Welcome back. As you guys can see from the title, today we're doing Pan Those Eyeshadows. You guys, I am literally working on fumes right now. I have my jug of water here. I just came back from my birthday party for my youngest, and in a few hours we'll be leaving to a barbecue. That is how my days and my weekends have been for the last few weeks. I'm tired. I need a break. Next weekend, at least, we have nothing. We're just going to be chilling, at least until we start to move again. You guys, wow. It's funny because, quick story, you guys know I always tell you guys stories. We had a graduation party last night, and most of the family was there, and everyone kept asking us if we were doing something during the summer, like, because we always host something for the family. And we are so booked between family events, graduations, weddings, bridal showers, baby showers. You have no clue how many, and our own vacations. We don't even know where to squeeze one in if we wanted to. Seriously. So we're on the run. So this is how I'll be filming this summer, is in between events. So right now I am in between events. I just came back from one and I'll be leaving one soon. So I have my 4 shadows here, you guys. I am actually surprised at how well I'm doing, considering I'm getting a little bit lazy and I'm getting into like a routine where I'm picking quick and easy shadows. So I'm here to update you guys on these shadows. But first, if you're new, welcome. Alejandra, I go by Alex, eyeshadow enthusiast with the Dash Project Pan. That is something you want to continue to see on your feed. Subscribe and join us. And now let's get on with this update. Okay, you guys, so I have 4 shades here, and goodness gracious, that is my single. Okay, I couldn't remember what was my single. 3 palettes, 1 single. All my rules and everything you need to know about this project pan will be in the description box. As usual, I tell you guys this all the time, but just in case somebody's new here. So we have our first shade here, which is from a Z palette from ColourPop. This is the letter H. This is how I name them so that I know which one I am looking at. So I rolled in the shade Millie. I am posting a photo of what it looked like before. This is a shadow that is rather easy for me to use, so I'm kind of being lazy with it. That's just a little preface on it because it's just going to be real easy for me to use. So here's what it's looking like right now. This is the shade right here. You can see that it has a little bit of a disturbance, but that's about it. Not too much. I've only used this 3 times, and I did that on purpose because I knew this was going to be easy. As you guys can see, I have very minimal eye makeup today, and this is typically my eye look when it comes to barbecue days because I don't want to wear too much makeup and feel overwhelmed. Like, I do a bold lip because it's so much easier to wipe off, put something else on, versus having a lot more shadow and then it melting. My eyes are itchy, are they feeling heavy after so many hours being out in the sun, that kind of thing. So I am wearing one of the shadows today, but not necessarily this one. This is going to be so easy. So I wanted this to linger a little bit longer in this project pan because I knew it was going to be easy and the perfect shade for the summertime. So I am going to play around with it more. I have, 24 more uses until I hit pan on this one, or I hit my usage goal. I don't think I will hit pan. ColourPop shadows are a lot harder to hit pan on, surprisingly, but they're beautiful. And if you're wondering, yes, the Z palette kind of changed because I rearranged all of my Z palettes this past month just to get rid of things I wasn't using or repurposing them. So this one looks a little bit empty because this is one of my emptier ones now. So I rearranged a few things. So anyway, this is staying in. That's all you need to know. Let's move on to this. This was rolled in as well last month. This is the Juvia's Place, the Nubian palette, which is something that I wanted to use during the summertime anyway. This has been so easy and such a good palette for me to have this past month. So I rolled in the shade number 6 in this palette. It was basically brand new. I didn't have much usage on it. I used this palette a few times throughout the time I've had it. And now, as you guys can see, there is a nice dip going on. This is the one that I chose to concentrate on over Millie by ColourPop because this one's a little bit easier to use with other shadows that I am panning. This is what I'm wearing in the center. I'm wearing my cream shadow by Mally by Topaz, the color Topaz, all over my eyes. And then I just pop this in the center and I love the look. And then I use my my teal green liners that I'm trying to hit a usage goal on as well. And I mean, like, this has like been my go-to look on the days that I know that I just want to look put together but not have too much and it's not overwhelming anything that I wear or the outdoor humidity. So this one's going well. I've used this one 14 times. So I have about 13 more uses to go. I think I will hit the 13 use. I don't know. I don't know how deep these are. And I have been playing around with this palette overall, especially the mattes. The mattes have come in handy for me. This shade right here, I did not realize it was like a duochrome. This is a shifting shade. No one warned me about this one. This one's gorgeous and I love it. It's like a pinky gold shift. Can you see that? Oh my goodness. I am so happy with this. I did not expect to get so much use out of it as I have, but I have been able to play around. I've mixed this shadow in with that one. This one's too close to Millie, so I'm not going to touch that one. This one's another one that's really, really pretty. And these mattes down here have helped out tremendously with grounding a look that I've been wanting to do, or if I want to do a little deeper outer V or a liner look, this has been really, really good. So I'm getting a lot of use out of this palette, which is what I want and what I appreciate in this project pan. So this one's also going to stay in. All right, let's move on to this. This is the second round, the oldest shadow that I have in this project pan. This is the Too Faced Butterscotch. As you guys can see from the last update, I had used this quite a bit. I believe I was in the 10, 11 usage goal, and I had not hit my usage goal, and I had not hit my pan goal yet. And a lot of you guys had told me that it was going to be impossible. And I knew I wasn't going to hit pan on this one at all. But I hit my 27 uses on it, and it looks like I did zero, nada, nalga, cereto, nothing to this shadow right here. It looks like I did squat. I've used that shadow 27 times and it looks like I did absolutely nothing. Now I did get a lot of use out of this palette. Again, the shades that look too similar to Millie and the Juvia's Place shade, I did not touch. But anything else I have, and it has worked out so well with my looks throughout this whole entire season, like May and June. It's just really, really worked out. I'm so happy with it. This peachy pink shade, love it, adore it, you guys. I can't get enough of this palette and it smells so good. It's such a good palette. I'm very happy I have it. I am rolling it out because I have met my 27 use goal on it, and shockingly, sarcastically, it doesn't look like I did anything to the shadow or the palette itself, and that's how it's going to be for a long time. All right, for my single shade, this is my Dose of Colors, a Block Party eyeshadow in Reflection. I am currently watching the delivery person bringing in my birthday gift I ordered. That'll be coming up soon. Mr. Man is going to get it because I'm busy. So this shadow is practically brand new. This is one of my recent shades that I have brought into my collection as far as single shadows go. So I'll show you a picture. It was brand new, you guys, basically. I hadn't used it at all. So this was the first time I was using it. And because of the depth and the darkness of it, I used it as a liner because I knew I wasn't going to use it all over the lid or on the outer V. And you guys, I used this shadow. If I can open it up, my nail got stuck under it. Here's what it's looking like. I have hit pan on it. I used this 10 times. 10 times to get it. Now, how I was able to hit pan on this with 10 uses is because this formula, when you use a specific defined brush with it, it's softer and crumblier, so it was a lot easier to hit pan on. You can clearly see I used an eyeliner brush with this. If I were to use a fluffy brush, it felt more compact. It wasn't as loose as it was if you were to put a brush in there. If I would have used a pencil brush, I feel like the same situation would have happened. But I was able to hit pan. So I have 10 uses and hit pan on this one. So this one's also going to get rolled out. So I am sure I posted in the beginning of this video my color story of this month before I shared with you guys the shadows. And now I want to share with you guys all of my color stories up until this date before we choose our 2 new shadows. All right, you guys, so that means we are going to be rolling in one new palette and one new single. The other two are going to stay in. So I did update everything. So I should be good. So let's pull up our singles. Here we go, you guys.
Mac, say it isn't so.
Mac. Oh goodness, I think this is one of those duochrome glitter topper shades. Okay. And now for our eyeshadow palette. I'm a little bit nervous, you guys.
Tarte Double Duty Beauty.
Tarte Double Duty. I think that's a neutral palette. All right, let me go pull these two things out, and then we're going to pick out the shadow of the Tarte palette, which is exciting because I haven't had a Tarte palette in a while in this project pan. BRB. You guys are going to laugh. Okay, so here is MAC Say It Isn't So, and it's basically almost the same shade as what I just rolled out for the Dose of Colors right here. This one is a glitter topper, but it's like a silver with purple and pink glitter to it. Can you see it right there? Oh, that's so going to be 27 uses. You can kind of see it there. It's like a gray purple with purple, silver, and blue flexes to it. It's actually not bad. It's a cool tone shade though. And you're going to laugh. Again, I feel like I have a repeat of last month because this is looking very similar to this one. And then this palette looks like what I just rolled out. This looks like the Juvia's Place palette and the Extra Spicy palette. It looks like I'm just going to continue to do warm tones with a pop of one cool tone shade. This one is brand new, never been used. I like this palette mainly because of the formula, and I thought this would be very neutral, subdued. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 shades, and hopefully I won't get one that looks super similar to one of these two because then I'd have to re-roll. So we have, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, you know what? This app right here, just so you guys know, the Tiny Decisions has other kind of randomizations down here. So I'm going to do that. It has a randomization from 1 through whatever you want. So I'm going to do this instead of the other one just because I want to try it out. So let's do 1 to 8. And then I'm going to hit here. Number 8. I kind of like that more than Tiny Decisions. I mean, not Tiny Decisions, pretty random. So it's this shade right here, which is a matte brown called Work with an E, not an O. Okay, here we go. That's actually a pretty color story. I do like this. I could do a whole look with all 4 of these shadows, but this is what we have going on now, you guys. It looks like I will be continuing this whole entire warm tone, goldeny type of neutral color story, which I'm not upset about. So I rolled out 2 and I basically rolled into very similar color stories. So many eyeshadow palettes, and I just did a declutter of some eyeshadow palettes and I still get the same color stories. Okay, you guys, so here we are. Let's brainstorm, shall we? Now, you guys are well aware, I've been saying this now for over a month. I am not wearing that much makeup. I'm still wearing a decent amount of makeup, surprisingly, and that's because of all the events we have. But I'm being particular of the eyeshadows I'm wearing because it is way too hot, and I really don't want to wear like a full-blown look with lashes. It's just too much to sit out in the sun, and my kids are not indoor kids, they're outdoor kids, so I have to work around my lifestyle, and this is working around my lifestyle. So I think my goal is going to end up being definitely working on the Juvia's Place shade. This brown is going to be up front and center because it's going to help me out. And then we'll see with these two. These two might be in here on their own next month. I don't know. I want to work on Millie, but I know that she's so easy. I want to keep her for as long as I possibly can, just because I know that she's just going to be real easy to use all summer long. But I know that this one I want to roll out, and it's going to be between one of these three. I don't know, because she only has 3 uses. So these have 0 uses. So they're all basically going to be together, rolling around together in this mesh pot of eyeshadow. So, all right, you guys, that's it. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the videos on the screen. Until then, adios.